All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Garage Talk Sports. I'm Mills.
I'm Bobby.
And we are back in the garage. We don't have Nick with us again this week. He's got some other stuff going on. So just not able to be here. So it's just going to be the two of us. You know, we've done it before. I think we run a pretty good show, just the two of us as well.
That's true.
So Super Bowl happened, right? This episode's all Super Bowl recap, previewing the NFL offseason.
Yeah.
And if one of us comes up with the question of the week, we'll throw it out there. No guarantee, though, that we have one, because I didn't come up with anything just yet, and I don't know if Bobby did.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if we come up with something. Otherwise,
we'll see where it goes.
It'll be a shame to not have Nick's question of the week with us. However, let's kick it off here with the Super Bowl recap. I don't want to spend too much time like recapping it, but let's talk about some of the highlights, the big moments.
Yeah. But Stafford gets a Super Bowl after 13 seasons.
13 seasons, finally gets Super Bowl number 1. For those who don't know what that means, it means the Rams beat the Bengals. All right.
Yeah.
But it was a good game, actually.
Yeah.
I was nervous that on paper the Rams or the Bengals don't match up well with the Rams.
But
because of the defensive, that front four for the Rams and how bad the O-line is for the Bengals. However, they,
first half for the Bengals, offensive line did great. One sack.
Yeah, one sack. It's just you figured at some point down the line that difference was going to show up.
Yeah.
And it showed up at some of the most crucial points in the game. I mean, Joe Burrow, poor guy, couldn't hold, like he just didn't have time.
Yeah. And the second half was a tale of two halves.
It was a tale of two halves. And not to say that they had
six sacks in the second half.
The O-line had a bad second half.
Yeah,
the rest of the team wasn't too bad. Defense, it became it felt like it was more of a defensive game in the second half.
Yeah.
We were seeing the defenses have to step up,
Well, OBJ goes out.
Losing Odell Beckham Jr. really
was huge.
That was a huge hit for the Rams. And it helped. It kind of gave a little, I don't want to say gave life to the Bengals defense.
Yeah.
But they could breathe a little easier because there goes there's another superstar that's no longer on the
field. So all your attention is on Cooper Kupp, which Cooper Kupp wins the MVP. Amazing game.
He had a great game.
But for the first half, they really shut him out.
They
did a great job.
They forced a turnover in each half as well.
Yeah.
2 interceptions from Matt Stafford. Stupid penalty. After the first one, but we won't get into that too much.
Yeah.
All in all, it was a good game. Comes down to the final drive with the Bengals, and you know what? That's when the offensive line, the difference in talent between defensive line and the offensive line showed. Aaron Donald disrupted that play, but
Jamar Chase did burn Jalen Ramsey. He was open.
Yeah, he was wide open, but you gave Joe Burrow half a second before pressure got there.
Exactly.
So it's a shame that for the Bengals, it's a shame that it ended the way it did. Great game, though, all in all, for both teams. It's disappointing to see, obviously, if you're a Bengals fan, it's disappointing for the loss. But I feel like pretty much everyone around the NFL is happy for Matt Stafford.
Yeah. And
even
now,
Bengals fans, because Matt Stafford's been a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
He suffered with one of the most dysfunctional organizations for 12 years.
Exactly.
They finally do right by him and get him to a team that can actually do something, and he gets a Super Bowl for it. So,
which pretty much cements him. He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
You think so? That's the new debate. I was going to see if we could talk about that a little bit. I personally think Matt Stafford, by the time he retires, will have put together a Hall of Fame resume.
Yes.
There have been people think he isn't or shouldn't be, but I just don't see how you can ignore his production.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford's a perfect case of how you can't necessarily judge win-loss records based on can't judge that. That can't be the judge of a guy's talent.
And look at Aaron Rodgers, won Super Bowl. And Aaron Rodgers is in a good franchise.
Yeah, 11-10 in the postseason.
Yeah.
Stafford's 4-3, 1 Super Bowl each.
Yeah.
Granted, Rodgers has a Super Bowl MVP, and I think he just picked up his 4th MVP.
Yeah, which he got snubbed, or Tom Brady got snubbed.
Yeah,
Tom Brady should have got that. All right.
No, I hear you.
He beat him in all other stats except for interceptions.
Yeah, no, I hear you. See, it was a sketchy. I didn't agree with that call. Or not call. That that ruling. I don't.
Did you see the meme where it's like Aaron Rodgers getting the MVP and like how he looked like Michael Scott?
Yeah, I have seen that when he gets. Yeah.
Cut your hair, man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you're not looking good with the hair,
Yeah.
Rodgers. It's not looking good. Oh, but seriously, when you look at Matt Stafford's resume, he's got the most 5,000. He's got more 5,000 yard seasons than the rest of the NFL quarterbacks combined.
Yeah.
Now that'll probably change now with the 17th game, but I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was at one point it was like there have been 8 5,000 yard passing seasons. Matt Stafford had like 6 of them. So
like
his numbers, he's got twice as many touchdowns as interceptions, more than twice as many actually.
I will say he does throw a lot of picks.
He does throw a lot of picks.
That's my only bad thing about Stafford.
He's got 195 picks on his career and like 380 touchdowns though.
Still.
He throws a lot of touchdowns.
You're still in the green.
Yeah, you're still in the green. That's a good margin.
Yeah.
There. You want to get that down, sure.
But
now he's finally in a functional organization that knows how to like build a winning product.
And like, yeah, they traded everything for him. So like, he's the guy.
Yeah, Matt Stafford, if he can hold on for a few more years, which I'm sure he can.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he'll win more Super Bowls. You never know.
Yeah.
But looking at the way the Rams are built, they have a lot of veterans still under contract.
Yeah.
So assuming no one retires and walks away from the game, like all the rumors are being thrown around, Matt Stafford should have his shot at at least a couple more Super Bowls.
Yeah.
You'd think if the team can keep together the way it is, and only have to endure some minor changes, like you'll probably lose OBJ.
I don't know. I feel OBJ is fit in very well. So
yeah, he might stay.
Yeah, he might stay.
I think just a team's going to come along and offer him something huge.
Yeah,
because
but it's going to be
Odell Beckham.
It's going to be OBJ or Robert Woods. Like that's going to you're either getting one
Robert
of the
Woods
two.
was out for the year.
Yeah.
So there's just the team has enough veterans where they're built to still have success.
Yeah.
They have a lot of talent there and everything. We'll have to see how it all pans out in the offseason and everything. But all in all, Matt Stafford, if he could be healthy for the next few years, could actually see like it could go from like fringe Hall of Famer to like cementing his place in the Hall of Fame. Because I know a lot of people still don't think he is. Because he doesn't have the MVP. He doesn't really have the accolades, so to speak.
Yeah.
But he very well could retire and just lead not every category, but he could be the passing yards leader by the time he retires. If he plays long, if he continues the way he's been playing for a few more years. I don't know how far back he is right now. But I mean, we're talking about a dude who damn near averages 5,000 yards a season.
And I mean, I'm pretty sure he's in the 50,000.
He's got it. I'm pretty sure he's got 8 5,000 yard seasons now.
Yeah.
So that's 45 right there.
Yeah. So
no, that's 40 right there. Sorry.
Yeah. So I guarantee
he's got to be close.
He's definitely.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah. We'll double check on that. But I mean, he was on the Lions for so long, and they're just a garbage franchise. Not to hate on Lions fans, but I mean, you had Kelvin Johnson, one of the best receivers in the league. You couldn't do anything with him. They've always been like that. So, and the moment he goes to the Rams, he wins a Super Bowl. It just goes to show that.
Okay, so he has 49,995 passing yards. He's going to hit 50.
Yeah.
323 touchdowns to 161 interceptions, and a 63% completion percentage. So, I didn't pull up where that ranks all time.
I mean,
he's on pace to have the numbers, right? You just need to. The tough thing is that he's probably not going to get an MVP. He might. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he won't, but at the rate it's going, seems like he came up in the era right between like the Peyton Manning, Tom Brady era and the Aaron Rodgers era.
Yeah.
He kind of came up right in the middle of that, right?
Yeah.
So, he's stuck. Like he never really got his time to shine because there's always other people.
Yeah, there was always,
and they were on more like common. They were on better run organizations, more functional organizations, And, he never really got his chance. The Rams is his opportunity now to go and get those MVPs and everything.
Yeah.
I will say this, though, to anyone who says he's not a Hall of Famer, there's a lot. If he's not a Hall of Famer, then Russell Wilson sure as hell isn't a Hall of Famer.
I agree.
But the conversation around Russell Wilson is that he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That's what everyone says about him. Won Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure he's got a winning record, although at this rate he's going to have a losing record.
Yeah,
they haven't had a winning season in a couple years.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an MVP. I don't think he has any regular season award. Matt Stafford's got comeback player of the year, like from 2010 or something, 2011.
So. But
my point is that the narrative is vastly different surrounding those two guys.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I would say they're both fringe Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I would too.
They both have their Super Bowl now. Stafford has the better passing stats and everything.
Oh yeah, true. Because Russell Wilson does what Russell Wilson does best, which looks amazing first half of the season, then absolutely shits the bed the second half.
It's just one of those things. Why is the narrative so different surrounding Stafford than it is Russell Wilson? They're very comparable.
They are
not in terms of their athletic makeup, but just in terms of this is what their careers have been.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson was on top of the world because he won a Super Bowl early. He was on the Eagles, not the Eagles, the Seahawks, and they were just peak organization for 3 years.
Legion of Boom.
The Legion of Boom. They were on top of the world for a couple of years, and then they've steadily declined. And now the Seahawks are bad.
Yeah, well,
they're not a great team
because now it's all offense and
it's all offense, no defense, and
they're in the best. Division.
They're in the best division.
Yeah.
Some of the best offenses in that division.
And Pete Carroll's the oldest head coach.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
exactly
speculation around that, but
I just wanted to point out how the conversation is so different between the two guys.
I agree. If you think Russell Wilson should be a Hall of Famer, then
you have to think Matt Stafford should be, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's both or none.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. You can't really justify one over the other, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Although I think Stafford, now that he's got the Super Bowl, is a little bit easier to justify over Russell Wilson, sheerly based on quarterback stats.
Yeah.
But still too close.
In his time in Detroit, they relied so much on him.
Yeah, they never built a good team.
Yeah, he never had a good running back.
No, there are so many reasons for why he didn't work out the way that you would have hoped in Detroit.
Yeah.
He is true. He has played like a first overall pick. His production has been what you expect out of a first overall pick, minus the wins and losses.
Yeah.
But you can't have those career numbers and have a losing record and it just be all your fault. Those are numbers of a guy who wins you games.
Exactly.
And he has a lot of comeback. He always seems to have a ton of fourth quarter comebacks every year, and yet they have a losing record because they're such a bad organization.
Yeah, that's true.
But enough about that. Let's talk some more. Let's focus more on the Super Bowl now. Sorry, I got a little off track.
But I want to say this. Bengals front four absolutely dominated. They
did a good job.
They shut down the run.
Yeah, no, the running game
was non-existent.
It wasn't there.
Yeah,
it was not there. Even with Cam Akers, who you said the Rams were not going to be good without Cam Akers when he went out with that Achilles injury in the offseason.
True. Well, I will say this. They did not play the best football during the Super Bowl.
No, they didn't play the best.
Their offense is the shining point of that team. And
dude, I think they're so well balanced that each side of the ball is a good point. I don't think there's Cooper Kupp is on the other side, is on the offense. So you want to say that's the shining part of the team, but Aaron Donald's on the defensive line. Von Miller is on the defensive line.
They're such a good team.
They're talented at every level.
But I do want to say this. For everyone who said the Bengals don't belong there, that game showed the Bengals belong there.
Oh, absolutely.
They played great football on both sides of the ball.
They belong there.
And Jamar Chase is a dude, man.
Jamar Chase is a dude. T. Higgins is a dude.
Was having some hard time.
He was.
With Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey.
But they will be back.
They'll be back. Bengals will be back.
Because the one thing you need to address this offseason,
offensive line. You can win with every other aspect, right?
Yeah.
You have the quarterback. I think it's safe to say. Now, granted, it's only year 2. Everyone thought Baker Mayfield was going to be a star after his rookie year and everything, but he was injured this year, guys. Baker was injured.
He was injured.
I'm going to find a way to bring that up every episode. Baker was injured this year. Either way, so, assuming Joe Burrow doesn't take a massive, step backwards.
True, but
you should have your quarterback.
He did hurt his knee. It's nothing that needs surgery. I guess it's just rehab.
Yeah, so he'll be fine. He'll come back.
But that did look disgusting. It looked like it really hurt.
Yeah, same with Stafford's ankle. They both looked like they both busted up some crap in their leg.
Yeah, true.
But you have your quarterback, you have the wide receivers. Controversial. Let me know if you think it's controversial. Bengals top 5 wide receiver room.
No, I agree.
I would honestly say top 3.
I 100% agree. Jamar Chase is a dude, man.
Jamar Chase, T. Higgins are both those guys as your 1-2. T. Higgins can be a number 1.
Yeah.
Then Tyler Boyd's your number 3, and Tyler Boyd can be a number 2 anywhere.
Yeah. Which Tyler Boyd didn't do much in the Super Bowl, but
no, but
again, I agree. He's a great number 3.
He's a great number 3. Teams would take him as their number 2 option.
Yeah.
You have. And then I think CJ Uzama is a really good safety net tight end option.
He is.
I wish he was healthier for the Super Bowl. I think it would have helped a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because the quick passes weren't there as much because your tight end's not there.
And Drew Sample,
man. He's a backup tight end.
Yeah.
He is the blocking tight end, right? Every team's got the blocking tight end. But top 3 receiving room. Joe Mixon's a top 10 running back.
Yeah.
You just need your O-line to do a little bit better.
And you got to think about this. Cincinnati can now become a Super Bowl destination for veterans. I come here, there's a shot we go back next year.
Yeah, you can get yourself an O-lineman that wants to. You can get yourself an Andrew Whitworth. You lost Andrew Whitworth to the Rams. Yeah. Because he saw that opportunity with the Rams. You can get something back that. You can go after some linebackers, some second. You need secondary help.
Eli Apple.
R.I.P.
man.
R.I.P. But you know what? The Eli Apple experiment wasn't a failure for them.
No, it wasn't.
He exceeded expectations. Yeah. And who's the other guy? Oh gosh, is CJ? Oh, I don't know how to say his last name.
Owuzie?
Owuzie.
Yeah.
I don't know what his first name is. I don't think it's CJ.
It's something with the C.
Yeah. Either way, you went with those 2 guys as your corners. People laughed at that at the start of the year. But they did a good job. Now, I don't think you're going to get that consistent production from them.
Yeah, but I feel like that's something you could address.
But that's something you can address. You need to go tackle. You need to bring in 2 O-linemen, 2 to 3 O-linemen. A good number 1 cornerback.
Yeah.
Von Bell's perfect. You got your safeties locked down because Von Bell's really good.
Bates, you need to re-sign Bates.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't the best this year, but he's a great safety. Hands down. You need to bring him back.
Yeah. So overall you look at the team
and build a goddamn indoor facility. All right, don't be driving down to the University of Cincinnati to play in there.
Come on, you're a professional organization.
Exactly, you got to bust down
to
the University of Cincinnati between some I don't even know, lacrosse practice.
Yeah, come on, get yourself an indoor facility.
Exactly.
Maybe they do it now. They got to the Super Bowl.
I don't know, man.
It's possible.
That owner just seems so cheap. Yeah. Sorry, Cincinnati fans, but. Jeez,
that's the one gripe we've got.
Yeah, right? That's the one gripe.
But the team in itself, it's young, it's talented. You need a couple O-line. You need to address the O-line, get a few guys there, a cornerback or 2, or maybe just 1, and let the other 2 guys kind of play out for the number 2 spot.
But for sure, you need to go open up the checkbook. You need to get a lockdown tackle. Especially on that blind side, man.
Yeah, you need to go get yourself a tackle. Luke Wilson's a solid linebacker. I think he's pretty good. Oh
yeah, he is pretty good.
Got screwed on a pass interference call.
I don't think that
was not ticky-tacky for my liking, but whatever. It's in the past.
Yeah.
But honestly, all in all, the Bengals organization, they're set up to be pretty good. You just got to hope Zach Taylor works out. People think this was a 1-year fluke. He's not a qualified head coach, and he's going to flop.
Which, honestly, everyone says that. If they won a Super Bowl, it would have been completely
at the end of the day.
At
the end of the day, he got you to a Super Bowl. I think I don't follow the Bengals as closely. I don't know Zach Taylor's whole philosophy and everything too much. I'm not going to act like I do. All I know is if he got you to the Super Bowl, you gotta ride with the guy until he shows you shouldn't ride with him.
Like obviously he's creating a culture in that locker room.
You've seen progression, right? You brought him in, they went 2-14.
Yeah.
Then they went like 4-12 or whatever last year, and then they made the jump this year. Okay, so
and you beat
yes. Is it a huge jump to go from what were they 3-13, 4-12 last year?
4-12,
4-12 to 10-7?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a massive jump. But your quarterback was healthy.
Yeah.
You know, Joe Burrow tore his ACL, and they didn't have Jamar Chase, which that connection has been massive.
That huge, dude.
O-line is still bad. The defense has seemed to really take a step forward.
Yeah, because they brought in Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, like you need
they
to
brought
figure,
in a lot of veterans on that.
You know, they made moves to improve as a team. It's not like this was just some crazy, nothing changed in the organization except that Joe Burrow's healthy. And now they're a 10-7 team. They made adjustments. They made changes and stuff. They brought in guys to try and help. And it paid off this year. Now you have to do it again. And you have to hope that a lot of those moves you made continue to pay off.
Yeah.
So this idea that he's not a great coach, I don't really agree with.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. Like I said,
you got you
there.
It doesn't feel like the Bengals were winning in spite of Zach Taylor.
No, it feels like he created that culture. People are buying in. God damn, I don't know. Lou
Anarumo.
Dude.
Great defensive coordinator.
Great defense coordinator. I don't know why people have not been hyping him up, but dude, he's
probably going to get all the hype next year.
Yeah, I think
Lou Anarumo, unbelievable job as the defensive coordinator in Cincinnati.
You beat the Chiefs twice.
Yeah, and one of them was an Arrowhead with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line.
Yeah.
And you went in and you were looking like you're about to get your asses handed to you. And then you made the adjustments that you needed to for your defense. And next thing you know, Patrick Mahomes doesn't know how to play football for 2 quarters.
Yeah.
And guess what? You're at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then you go against another incredibly talented team and you hold your own. 23 points against the Rams is not a bad score to give up.
Yeah.
And honestly, you held them to whatever it was, 16 for pretty much until the last minute and a half of the game. Lou Anarumo, man.
Yeah. Also,
really, really good year as a D coordinator.
That's true. Also, we got to give the kickers credit. Evan McPherson. I believe he tied Adam Vinatieri's most points in a postseason.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he did. And your rookie season. Like that guy's
that's why you draft a kicker, right? That's what they've been saying.
Exactly.
The Bengals, there's a lot of hype around the Bengals. There's a lot of hype around the Rams as well. Like, these are 2 teams.
Also, did you see Evan McPherson was out there during halftime?
Yeah, he watched the halftime show. He's a kicker, dude. What is he?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wait.
I kind of thought it was funny because you know what? Dude, he's the kicker.
Yeah,
what halftime adjustment are you going to give the kicker?
I mean, you got to the Super Bowl. He got you to the Super Bowl. I mean, like
you're going to make a halftime adjustment for the kicker in an indoor stadium. Listen, man, he's just got to go out there and kick the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Clearly he's pretty good at kicking balls. So
yeah, he's a good ball kicker.
I mean,
he's got it in him.
Did it? What did you think about the halftime show?
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I liked it. You know what? It's been better than the last few.
Well, are you hating on the Weeknd's performance?
I didn't have an issue with the Weeknd's. I liked this one more.
I mean, it was good. 50 Cent as a special guest.
I enjoyed it.
I could have done without it. He kind of was ass. I will say that.
No, I thought he did fine. The people, the party I was at, everyone who I was talking to, they thought Mary J. Blige kind of was the one who didn't fit the vibe, so to speak.
Yeah, she was weird. I don't know why. Like that, the song she picked was kind of weird.
Yeah, they went with like a more heartfelt song,
and so like, all right, that's not really fitting in.
Yeah, it didn't fit with the vibe. Yeah. However, I really did like the halftime show.
Yeah,
it's up there in one of my favorites. I rewatched it a few times already.
Yeah, true.
It was a vibe, dude.
Snoop Dogg came out. Man.
Snoop. I'm a huge Snoop fan. For those who don't know, I'm a big fan. Big fan of Snoop Dogg. More so just as a person.
Coach Snoop.
I think he's hilarious.
Have you watched Coach Snoop?
No,
it's on Netflix. 100% recommend it. You Snoop Dogg fan?
Is that his thing where he's like
It's like Friday Night Tykes.
Youth football. He has his youth football league,
but it's like way better than Friday Night Tykes.
I'll have to watch it. I thought one of the guests was going to be Martha Stewart.
Really?
Dude, her and Snoop are like this. They're like
What?
best friends.
I didn't know that.
I'm not even kidding. They're like best friends. I thought for sure she was going to just find her way on stage with Snoop.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, 50 Cent was not it, man.
I like the 50 Cent thing.
I mean, what's he doing? Coming down, hanging from the wall?
It's from the original music
ceiling?
video. That's why.
Oh,
the original music video, he's upside down in it. That's why they did it. Come on. You just, dude, get with it's the culture, bro. Get with it.
All right. I mean, I liked it. I liked it. Dr. Dre was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eminem, everyone knew they were going to play Lose Yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Super Bowl halftime show, Eminem's going to do Lose Yourself.
Yeah,
like,
true.
no duh.
And then he kneeled.
Yeah. I don't know. So what?
I mean, the NFL told him he couldn't.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even know that.
All right, Roger Goodell.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't think anything of it. I just figured it was part of the show.
Yeah, I did too. I literally.
The only reason I found out it was done to send a message was because everyone's like, he did this to send a message. I had no clue.
Exactly. I was none the wiser.
Yeah, not to like sound like insensitive or anything. Honestly, I didn't think anything of it, and then I'm all over my Facebook. Dude, Roger Goodell told him not to kneel, and I'm like, dude, what? I just figured that was like
which good. You know, glad for you, Eminem. Yeah, good. Fucking stick it to Roger Goodell.
Do your thing. Stand up. Goodell's a pussy. But
yeah.
Whatever. I didn't.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
didn't
It was a good halftime.
Get anything from that. But I really liked the halftime show.
Yeah, I mean, it was in LA. You got to bring that West Coast vibe. I liked it.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing with your hate for the 50 Cent thing, man.
I'm kind of hating on 50. Dude, bro, he was running out of breath.
He hung upside down. Come on. He's 46, man. He's 46.
Honestly, he looked way older than that. He aged a lot.
He beefed up a lot.
Yeah, he did, man.
He is beefier now. I liked the halftime show. I actually got hyped as hell when it was 50 Cent.
Really?
I like 50 Cent. I like him. I like Snoop Dogg. I just think they're two guys that make me laugh, right? Like,
yeah,
that's the thing. They're funny to me. I don't listen to a ton of the music, but I liked the show. I thought it was really good.
I will say Eminem was my favorite, but I always was a big fan of Eminem.
White guy over here. Eminem's my favorite.
All right, dude. I like Eminem.
You're like the meme dude not the meme dude, but you're like the meme that I saw like all over with like NFL memes and everything, and it's just like the stereotypical like white dude with the beard and like and like shades, and it's like, well, the NFL lost a fan over that halftime show.
Oh my God.
Eminem was really the only star in that show.
No, I mean, I will say they were all good, but Eminem was my favorite because, I mean, I listened to him the most growing up.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
True.
I just liked it personally.
Yeah, no, it was good. I'm just hating on the 50 Cent.
My dogs are going nuts outside.
They are going nuts.
I don't know if it's going to get picked up by the mic, but I have to address it. They are going absolutely insane outside.
What are they doing?
I don't know. They must see a rabbit or something.
Yeah, true. Well, they're being brought in. All right, we're good.
Yeah, sorry. It just, woo. I've never heard them like that.
Also, that mixed extra point, what the hell happened? Like,
the dude just dropped the ball.
It. Yeah,
I've never seen, I've seen like a bad snap or like they bobbled it. He like set it up. And it looked like he went to like spin the laces out and didn't actually have his hand or his finger or anything on the ball. So he just like spun it and it
just
fell.
Fucking dropped.
And I was like, what?
True.
Wow.
Also, I have to address
Yeah.
We lost a lot of money this weekend.
You did?
I personally lost a lot of money. It all started, took tails for the coin toss. We were ready for it, and after that, I took an L, and then it was just L after L after L.
I only lost $10 on my squares. The missed field goal is the reason I lost one of my squares.
Oh,
I was so pissed. I was sitting there like, are you kidding me? It kind of sucked, but whatever. It is what it is.
True.
You lose your squares.
I still don't understand squares, to be honest.
It's hard to break down without having it in front of me.
Yeah, we'll break it down after.
We'll break it down another time.
Yeah.
Do I have a marker? No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to say, let me just erase the board. So here's your square, right? No, it's like,
I'll explain. I still buy them. Tell me if I win.
That's what I did.
Yeah, exactly.
I bought them and I was like, Nick, just tell me if I win. Like, I don't understand it. He explained it. I was like, okay, that's what I thought it was, but sometimes I still confuse myself.
I just like betting up front.
Yeah, Bobby just likes to gamble.
And I should have taken the Bengals to cover.
You didn't take them to cover?
I didn't take them to cover. I took Rams to cover. And
what was the spread?
4.5.
Fool.
Yeah.
Fool.
True. And I made a bunch of side bets too. We got one hit, Cooper Kupp, two touchdowns. So
That's good.
yeah, I got one.
But you lost a lot of money.
Yeah, dude.
How much did you lose?
Like $150. But I won 17. We got 17 rolling in the next season, so we're good.
You lost. So you lost $133.
Yes.
You were negative 133.
Yes, we lost a lot of money. It's all right. It's the Super Bowl. I went all out.
It's like Vegas. You're supposed to lose money.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have bet all of it if I wasn't expecting to lose it.
That is a dumb philosophy.
Exactly. Well,
Smart,
hey,
man.
some of us, cough, Ryan, like to bet $500 on one hand of blackjacking.
We gotta go to Vegas again, man.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
do.
back there.
Vegas is a time, man.
Vegas is a vibe. Maybe we'll get back. We'll record from Vegas one day.
Yeah, we'll have to.
We'll do it. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll sort of GoFundMe. You guys contribute to it. How's that?
Yeah.
No, but no. So the Super Bowl came and went. Halftime show, I liked it. The game was good. Like I said, it was a game where I was actually able to sit down
and just
enjoy it.
Yeah, I agree.
I was secretly, you find out who you're rooting for pretty much like right when the game starts. It's like when everyone says, if you don't know what decision you want or like you don't know what to decide, you flip a coin and before the coin lands, you know which one like tells you what you wanted. Same thing. I I was rooting for the Bengals a little bit more.
Honestly, I wanted I bet on the Rams, so I wanted the Rams to win. But once halftime hit, I knew they weren't covering, and I was like, if they're not covering, fuck it. I want to see Who Dey Nation get a Super Bowl.
Right.
And
it was just all in all a good Super Bowl. Like I was happy with it. It ended. I was bummed for the Bengals, but right away I'm like, well, good for Matt Stafford.
Yeah, like
the Bengals will be back. Will Burrow's going to get his chance. Jamar Chase will get their chance.
That team is like. Honestly, if you sit here and still say like they didn't deserve to be there or anything like this, like look at that team. They are a good team.
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, they'll be back.
They'll be back. I'm sure they will. Maybe not right away, but they're a team. They'll linger. They should be a contender for a little bit.
Yeah.
But that wraps up the NFL season.
And
I think it wrapped it up pretty well.
It did. It put a nice little neat bow on it.
Nice little bow.
Yeah. It just
packed it away. They put it away until next fall.
And then
now, but it's not over. We still have the NFL offseason.
Yes, and
the
our
time
focus is shifting towards draft time. We're excited, man.
NFL offseason. It's the time to be excited when you're a fan of a bad team.
Yeah.
Some teams get excited for postseason football. We get excited.
The Bears have the 36th pick? 38th?
39.
39. Okay.
39th pick. They have the 39th pick.
Woo!
Yeah, 39th pick.
39,
That's
man.
basically a first round pick when you think about it. I mean, there's bound to be a couple guys that fall out of the first round. Yeah. Every draft is good for a couple reaches in the first and a couple guys slip. Maybe someone slips to the Bears. You never know. But it's the time to be excited.
Safeties always fall, man.
Safeties always fall.
That's true.
They always fall.
Yeah.
But it's exciting. Mostly because, we don't get to look forward to postseason football. We get to look forward to it as football fans, but it's not the same as looking forward to it as a fan whose team is in the postseason.
This will be Ryan Poles' first pick.
Ryan Poles' his first pick.
It's going to be amazing.
Let's hope it goes better than Kevin White. He was injured. He was injured. I don't think we can truly grade the pick based on the talent of Kevin White, but his career didn't work out because of injury, so it gets an F.
It's like Johnny Knox, man.
Yeah.
Like he was amazing. He was good.
And just what could have been. Who knows? But it gets an F because, nothing came of it, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
But it'll be his first pick. It's his first off season, so we're gonna see what his plan is.
And all the rumors are kind of spiraling about Bears trying to make a run at Devontae Adams.
I don't think it happens.
Be amazing. Apparently, Devontae Adams has accredited all his success to Luke Getsy.
No, I know. They're super close.
Who is going to be the offense coordinator.
Yeah, and it was Devontae Adams said that he was the first person that Luke Getsy reached out to in the entire organization to let him know he was leaving to join the Bears. It's possible. I just don't think the Bears are going to have the salary cap to pay Devontae Adams.
We might, man. We might.
You might, right? And we can do another time. Or we can do it not as a podcast, but as like a TikTok thing or whatever.
Yeah.
We can break down more in detail certain teams' salary cap and kind of
Yeah.
go
And
over that some more.
They play with it all the time. You can push it in the future. Obviously,
The nice thing is this is like after this offseason, starting next season is when all of these big contracts become very team friendly. So
Really?
the Bears, everything's going to become team friendly because all of their guarantees are going to be paid off. All of these salary cap hits are going to drop. You're going to see a lot more stuff open up possibility wise for the Bears.
The cap is going up.
Cap is going to go up.
So
it should go up again. It usually goes up every offseason. But the point is, it's going to get better for the Bears. I don't think they have enough to make a legitimate run at Davante Adams and expect to still address other needs on the team.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
That I do agree with that. But if you bring in Davante Adams, I think
that's massive.
It's huge. It's honestly
huge.
Huge. And you take him from Green Bay Packers, who is the biggest competitor.
Do what the Packers have done to the Bears a few times. Snipe one of their stars.
Yeah,
I'm all for it. Listen, if you want Davante Adams and he's the guy you want to bring in, Ryan Poles, if that's your move, fine, go for it. Be aggressive, make the move and everything. But we have to understand what that means. It means that they're probably not addressing the O-line.
Yeah,
they're gonna hope. They're gonna try and hope that Tevin Jenkins takes a step forward. Well, I think Tevin Jenkins is gonna be good.
I think so.
You have to hope Larry Borum takes a step forward.
Or I mean, also you got the draft to address.
You do have the draft, so but Tevin Jenkins is gonna get his shot. He was the 35th or 36th overall pick last year. He's gonna get his chance. You figure Cody Whitehair is gonna stick around. I actually would like to see him move to center and go with a rookie at guard.
Yeah.
James Daniels in a contract year. I don't know if you fifth-year option him or if you try and sign him. His future with the Bears is questionable. I'd like to see him stay, but if he doesn't, he doesn't.
Yeah, I mean he's a good.
Larry Borum, I thought did a good job. You might as well roll with him at right tackle
for
again.
A fifth-round pick,
especially for a fifth-round pick.
You gotta say
your O-line, you can Bengals it, right? You can go a year without really addressing it. Problem is you need to address your defense, right? You need to go get another cornerback because you don't have one.
Yeah, you're
going to need to get another. You're going to need to get an outside linebacker.
Yes.
You figure between Roquan Trevathan and Alec Ogletree, if you even re-sign Ogletree, at least Roquan and one of those other two guys are going to be good.
Yeah.
You need someone else though. You need to address interior D line now because you're switching to the 4-3.
I'm pretty sure Akeem Hicks is going to be gone.
He's probably going to be gone. Unless you can get him cheap. You never know. He wants to stay in Chicago. Maybe he signs team friendly. Maybe he agrees with the philosophy that the team's got going, and so he decides to stick around.
Sure.
And then you need to go safety. Do you give Deshaun Gibson another year as your strong safety?
No.
I'm not opposed to it because I think he's pretty much average. And, if you can get him cheap again, go for it. But otherwise, you're looking at a rookie for him. Because if you're gearing up for Davante Adams, you're going over $25 million.
Yes, you
in
are.
salary, and right now they're projected about 40 in salary.
Yeah.
So and that's after making a couple cuts.
True, and we can't cut Nick Foles, man.
No, you can't cut Nick Foles, but
it's just like
Nick Foles is the backup for the Bears.
Exactly,
it is what it is, and I'm okay with that.
And he's going to be one of the best backups.
And I'm pretty sure his cap hit's cheaper next year. So
oh really?
I have to double check their whole
$9 million ain't terrible, but
no, I think his cap hit goes down a couple mil.
Oh,
either way, you want to make your run at Davante Adams, go for it. Make your run at him, but just expect, Bears fans need to expect that there's going to be some challenges. Because here's what I will say: with Ryan Pace, you figured he was going to find a good defensive player at some point every draft.
Yeah.
He was good at finding a contributor.
Yes.
He usually finds that one guy on either side of the ball, but specifically he's really good at finding D-line talent.
Yeah, Bilal Nichols.
He's good at finding rotational guys for the linebacking core and everything. Darnell Mooney's an example. He finds value. So that you don't have that going into this draft. Is Ryan Poles going to be a good drafting GM?
That's true, but that's what he wants. He wants to build through the draft.
They all want to, but I'm excited for Ryan Poles. I think he'll do fine. I'm just saying, normally you look like when we talk about the Bears offseason and their plans, you take a step back and you go, oh, Ryan Pace is usually going to find at least one guy here. So you kind of have that attitude of we don't have to address that position group because Ryan Pace will find someone.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's done every year is he's found someone. D-line, I keep going to it. Blal Nichols drafted him. Nick Williams, Mario Edwards are free agents he brought in.
Yeah.
Their careers took off real quick, and then boom. He finds guys all the time. Ryan Poles has to be able to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So you make your run at Devontae, and then you hope that you find the other guys for cheaper in the draft.
Yeah.
But also, we'll see, though. But let's highlight the free agent class, too, in a second. But go ahead.
But also, hopefully Luke Getsy, if he created Devontae Adams, let's hope that.
Create another guy.
Yes.
Create a Darnell Mooney.
I mean, Darnell Mooney's already a dude. It's just.
He needs someone else.
Yeah, we just
need
one
a big
more
guy.
Yes, we do.
So let's highlight our free agent class right here.
So
like the big five. Give us the big five,
right.
Bobby.
Devontae Adams,
obviously.
Taran Armstead, tackle with the Saints. Chris Godwin with the Bucks. Von Miller, and Chandler Jones.
Yeah. So we talked about Devontae Adams going to the Bears. I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like what's most likely for Devontae Adams is he's going to go where Rodgers goes.
Yes.
Unless Rodgers retires.
Then it's really
or Green Bay just can't afford to keep him and Rodgers stays in Green Bay. I don't know.
Yeah. But either way, Green Bay's salary cap is very messed up right now, so they're going to have to cut people.
They're in a messy situation salary cap-wise. Devontae Adams staying in Green Bay seems unlikely.
Yeah. I mean, unless they find a way to tag him and get under the cap.
They could tag him.
It is a possibility, but honestly, it's looking like he's going to be on the move and going wherever Rodgers is going.
Yeah. I think Green Bay kind of understands where they're at, and they need to kind of do a little bit of a retool, step back and retool kind of thing.
But again, I feel like with Rodgers, the main thing for him coming back would be if they find a way to tag Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I mean, you figure it's both of them. Aaron Rodgers is not going to. I don't see him playing in Green Bay where he's already frustrated with the decisions and the direction that they go.
Yeah.
In terms of player acquisition and guys they let walk. I don't see him playing in Green Bay if they let Devontae Adams go.
Yeah, I don't either.
How he got upset about a practice squad fringe active roster wide receiver that he really liked. How's he going to feel about his favorite target, his best wide receiver, arguably the best wide receiver he's had the opportunity to play with?
Yeah. So then, now you're talking.
Not arguably the best wide receiver he's played with.
Yes, it is. Then you're talking his receiving core is going to be Allen Lazard, Randall Cobb, and
Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah, and
Equinemius St. Brown.
Yeah, that's the wide receiver room.
What's his face? The tight end who I'm blanking on.
Robert Tonyan, but I believe Tanyan's contract's up as well.
Yeah,
and he's going to be looking for big money.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a revival for himself with Green Bay. Green Bay is probably it's very possible that they have to blow a lot of it up in Green Bay.
They are, and their time to win was now, and it seems
they might be passing.
They screwed the pooch on that.
I don't know where Devontae Adams will end up. I don't think it's very likely in Chicago. I'm just going to be honest.
I won't, but I would like to say maybe with Luke Getsy we have a shot.
Maybe have a shot. I don't think it's a very real. I'm not going to say it's impossible because it's not, but I don't think it's likely.
Nothing's impossible.
Nothing's impossible. I don't know the salary cap situation of every team, but you got to figure he's got to go somewhere with a ton of cap space.
Yeah, so I would.
That doesn't. So basically, you're looking at a team with a cheap quarterback contract.
Yeah.
San Francisco, if they trade.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo. Houston.
He's not going to.
No, he's not going to Houston. No chance. Miami. Miami's possible.
Miami is possible.
New England is possible.
Yeah, if he ends up in New England,
But I feel like Allen Robinson's more likely to go to New England.
Yeah.
How did you leave A-Rob off this list, by the way?
He's not top 5, man.
I know, but it's kind of tough. Vegas, does Vegas have the money? They're gonna have to pay Derek Carr a lot.
Yeah, I believe
Chargers.
they're in talks about giving Derek Carr $40 million.
Yeah, I saw that report too. Looking at around $40 million.
Also, huge one. The Colts, man. They're looking to either cut or trade Carson Wentz. Which
almost like we saw that coming.
Yeah,
man.
it's like you just lost. You're literally eating a first-round draft pick.
To move on from him, Frank Reich was like, you know what? This ain't the guy I thought he was.
True. I mean, you tested it out, and
it's tough, dude. You know, you gotta. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the cap situation for every team. Colts could be a good spot
because I feel like they have a lot of cap.
They don't have like a bona fide star receiver.
I mean, Michael Pittman is pretty good, but I wouldn't say he's a number one.
Let's compare. Let's.
He's no Devontae Adams.
No, Michael Pittman, I don't think is a number one on many.
My top would be
Jacksonville. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, I don't know where Devontae Adams is going to go. He's going to get a lot of money.
Yeah, he is. He's going to get the bag, man.
He's going to secure it, man. And so it's hard to say where he'll go because he's going to be a massive cap hit. He's going to be a quarterback level cap hit.
Yeah, he is. But, I mean, deserves it, I will say.
Yeah, he's earned it. I'm not saying he hasn't. That just severely limits where he can end up.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking at teams that have young, like, rookie quarterback contracts or no real answer at quarterback. You know, because if he wants to go somewhere with a proven quarterback, you're not going anywhere that's got, you know, a Pat Mahomes, a Josh Allen, or anything. Because they all signed massive deals.
Yeah.
You know, he could go to Baltimore, I guess, depending on what they decide to do with Lamar in terms of his contract, because he hasn't signed.
Yeah.
But I don't know where he'll end up. I have a weird, for whatever reason, I want to say Miami.
Miami wouldn't be bad. Jalen Waddle.
I just want to say Miami. I don't have a reason for it. So no one come after me and go, that makes no sense. I don't have a reason for it. I think he's about as unpredictable to decide where he's ending up.
He could, Green Bay, anywhere. There's the possibility of Chicago with the Luke Getsy connection. And I would say Broncos because, again, the Nathaniel Hackett.
Broncos I left off the list. But they don't need him per se.
They don't.
Judy, and Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, they have a great.
Noah Fant.
Tim Patrick.
Yeah, they have a solid team.
Yeah, but you add Devontae Adams.
They don't have a quarterback though.
True,
is
cough.
Teddy your guy?
Cough. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I guess. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Those two guys are. There's so much smoke around them. I don't know what's going to happen with that with those two guys.
And we're barely even moving this offseason. It's just crazy. You know, no Big Ben. No Tom Brady.
The era has ended.
Yeah, the era has officially ended. It's crazy.
If Rodgers goes, it's truly ended.
It's truly ended.
He's the last one standing.
Yeah, he is.
Granted, he came in later than the rest of those guys.
Yeah, he did.
But moving on from Devontae Adams, who is totally like unpredictable where he's going to end up. Let's talk. You mentioned Taran Armstead,
Armstead,
the tackle out of New Orleans.
Yeah. Honestly, there's no way New Orleans is keeping him.
No.
Yeah, it's like you're $71 million over the cap.
Bengals for him.
I agree, 100%. Like
Bengals are going to roll out the money truck for a tackle.
Like
they got it. You get your blind side for Joe Burrow taken care of, build through the draft, and some supplemental free agents.
Exactly, perfect. Back in the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, that seems like the most obvious fit.
Yeah.
Where else he could go? I don't know. Teams that need a line. Once again, you know, he's a tackle, premier position. Honestly, I just feel like it's Cincinnati or staying in New Orleans, man.
I don't know. New Orleans
is on. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Cincinnati's the only one that is like a clear cut. This has to happen kind of.
Yeah, it is. Like you gotta just pay. Like give
them the money.
Give them the money, man. Like protect Joe Burrow.
Bring him in.
Like he obviously hurt his knee twice in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like
protect Joe Burrow. Go get him lock down his blind side. Yeah. Do it. And then address the rest through the draft and free agency.
So I think we're both in agreement. Bengals will be the perfect
Bengals are the best fit.
Yeah.
Makes the most sense. Everything. Bengals. Like if you're listening, please, Taran Armstead,
go for him.
Do it.
The Bengals.
Hand him the check and tell him to write a number and make it happen.
Saints are $71 million over the cap. I don't think they are.
He's definitely not going back to New Orleans. But Bengals for sure. And then we're coming up to my favorite free agent
Yes.
of this free agent class. Chris Godwin. I am so sold. Like, I'm all in that Chris Godwin is coming to the Bears.
A huge possibility, man.
I don't want to say I'm 100% positive it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I will say this. So back when Allen Robinson was becoming a free agent,
Yeah.
I kept saying, I was like, the Bears are going to just sign Allen Robinson. Like, they're going to go and get Allen Robinson. People laughed at me, said they shouldn't do it, said, no, why would they do that? They're not going to spend on a wide receiver. And then they signed Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
I just kind of had a hunch about that one. Now, this what I'm about to say can age very poorly, or it could make me sound like, someone who's ahead of the game, right?
Yeah.
I have the same feeling where it just seems like Chris Godwin, the Bears are going to sign Chris Godwin. Maybe it's just I so badly want it to happen.
It's that Florida area, man.
I want the Bears to focus on Chris Godwin more than Devontae Adams.
No, I agree. I like Chris
Godwin to the Bears. It's going to happen.
I feel like, why would he stay with the Bucs? There's no Tom Brady. There's no chance of chasing another Super Bowl.
They already tagged him once and couldn't work something out.
Yeah, so it's like
Brady retired. What are they going to do?
And so why would you stay there? Mike Evans is already the number one. Now he wants to go.
Why don't you go join a team with a dynamic, exciting young quarterback in Justin Fields,
and then you got
good complimentary number 2 in Darnell Mooney, and a solid tight end in Cole Kmet to kind of help spread the wealth and be the bona fide star receiver that you want to be in Chicago, one of the greatest markets to be a star athlete in. Just saying. Number 14's open. Dalton's not coming back. Number 14's open, man. You can have it.
12 will be open. 12 was his original number.
Yeah, he's number 14 now.
Yeah, but I'll go back to being number 12.
Go to number 12. Both numbers are open. Just saying.
Allen Robinson's gone, bro.
Yeah.
You could come right in. Just a plug and play. You get number 12.
Both numbers are open. And they will welcome you with open arms. I'm just saying, Chris Godwin of the Bears. Book it. If FanDuel lets me bet it, I'm betting it.
I don't think they will. But they should.
No, they won't. I'm just saying, Chris Godwin of the Bears, I've said it I've repeated myself a lot because I really have this hunch that Chris Godwin is going to be on the Bears. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Honestly, I wouldn't be upset with either or.
What do you mean?
Like if they got Devontae Adams or.
I think Chris Godwin will be a little cheaper.
You definitely would be cheaper.
But I by no means am I going to be pissed if Devontae Adams signs with them. I'm not going to sit and go like, you really passed on Chris Godwin for Devontae Adams? No, I'm not going to say that. And I'm not going to be like, you really passed on Devontae Adams for Chris Godwin? Because for whatever reason, I want Chris Godwin more than I want Devontae Adams.
I like Chris Godwin. He's a great ball player.
He's a great ball player.
He's a great ball player.
Yeah. He catches balls, man. He's good. I like Chris Godwin a lot.
He's good.
He's the guy I want. He is like, if I was Ryan Poles, I would one. Priority number 1, top of my list is getting Chris Godwin.
That's our main priority.
Because Chris Godwin truly addresses number 1 and leaves you more breathing room for the other stuff.
True, and I want Goodwin absolutely fucking gone. He's a scrub.
Bro, he's an athlete.
He's a scrub, dude. Go run track.
What do you have against him?
Dude, he did nothing.
None of them did. No one did anything.
The only one I will say is fine with keeping is Damiere Byrd. Fine, he could be our number 3.
I would prefer Marquise Goodwin.
No, Damiere Byrd.
No,
Damiere Byrd.
I'm gonna disagree with you, Chief.
Damiere Byrd.
I'm gonna disagree with you, Chief.
Damiere Byrd.
No big deal though. We're not talking the number 3 receiver. All right, Dez Newsome might be the number 3 receiver.
I wouldn't be.
I'm just saying, go get Chris Godwin, Ryan Poles, please.
Yes.
Like, do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Yesterday, you said tomorrow.
Yeah.
So do it.
All right. So then we got Von Miller.
Super
Bowl champion.
Two-time Super Bowl champ. One-time Super Bowl MVP.
Yes. Honestly,
premier edge rusher on the tail end of his career, it seems.
I feel like
I feel like he's going to stay.
You think he's going to stay? I don't know. I don't know how their salary cap issue is going, but to me it seems like
back to Denver.
Yeah, I feel it. If he's going anywhere, it's back to Denver. He is deep.
No chance. He's not going back to
He's
Denver.
the face of Denver, man. He wants to sign there and
No
retire.
chance. He's not going back to Denver. I guess maybe. I don't think he's going back to Denver. You figure you want to say he's going to go to a team that's already got a solid offense and just needs some help on defense. So let's kind of break down the teams that need that, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking to you on this one, man.
So
like Cardinals, but especially Chandler Jones.
Yeah, if Chandler Jones leaves, but
Do you put him alongside Micah Parsons in Dallas?
Dallas wouldn't be.
You can put him in Dallas there. You can bring him to maybe Minnesota makes a play at him. They need to try and fix their defense a little bit.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator, he's joining Minnesota. Maybe even though it's a defense, but I'm just throwing out teams.
Seahawks.
Seahawks, maybe. I don't know about that. I don't
Yeah.
think the Seahawks have much salary cap. He's another tough one to predict. Because
I will say it does seem like he might be staying in LA.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah.
Sign semi cheap, stay on a good team, know you can compete for Super Bowls for a few years.
Yeah.
You never know what'll happen.
Then you'll have the big three again.
Yeah, you have the big three. Like I said, same like Devontae Adams, kind of tough to predict. And honestly, Chandler Jones is the same way.
Yeah, Chandler Jones is. But
Chandler Jones, I think,
he'll stay
in Arizona.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They'll
try. They should try. Why wouldn't you? He's a really good edge rusher.
Yeah.
You need to keep him.
But also,
especially if you're going to lose Kyler. But we'll talk.
We'll talk more about that. But I mean, I thought the same way with Hassan Reddick when he had his
I don't
season.
listen, man. I can't. Cardinals are going to do what the Cardinals are going to do.
Yeah, they really are.
Chandler Jones could stay. A team that I keep thinking to for defense, though, all the time is the Vikings. Because they just need help. They got Kirk Cousins, top 8 quarterback in the NFL.
Man, you're really riding this Kirk Cousins train.
They got.
You should keep riding this train, man. 2 weeks in a row.
I'm just saying, dude. Kirk is fine, man. He's not the problem in Minnesota.
All right, $40 million. You could either pay him or Derek Carr. Who are you paying?
Oh, dude, I'm paying Kirk. Are you kidding me?
Over Carr?
Yes.
Damn it. Only person Carr has to throw to is Darren Waller or why am I drawing a blank?
Not Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, not him.
Hunter Renfro.
Yeah.
I'm taking Kirk Cousins, dude. The Kirk Cousins disrespect needs to stop. All right, this shit needs to end. Okay, Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. Like you can't say he's not. Yeah. He's won you playoff games in Minnesota.
You remind me of the YouTube guy who was like, "Leave Brittany alone."
No, I'm just saying. Kirk alone. I'm just saying he's like what else outside of winning the Super Bowl or MVP or anything. Kirk Cousins has had success as a quarterback.
Yeah.
He's made it to the playoffs. I think he made it to the playoffs once with Washington. They were like 9-7 wild card team, but worst division. So, you figure. But he made it to the playoffs with Washington. He goes to Minnesota, gets him to the playoffs, wins a wild card round, gets him to the playoffs again, wins another wild card round. He's made the playoffs more times than he hasn't with Minnesota. The problem now is Minnesota's defense has completely fallen off.
Yeah, exactly.
Their offense, if the Vikings aren't scoring 28 points, they're not winning games.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why if you get just an average defense, we're not talking about how Kirk Cousins isn't good enough. Because now Kirk Cousins doesn't have to be MVP level quarterback.
But I mean, $40 million cap hit.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's a ton of money. I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is worth $40 million, but you're giving me Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins. I've watched Kirk Cousins have more success, and I've watched him win you playoff games in New Orleans against the Saints. In the playoffs, in overtime, marches them down the field, throws a game-winning touchdown to Kyle Rudolph. Like we've seen him do this a few times, so he's no slouch.
I also seen Case Keenum do it.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
That was in Minneapolis, buddy.
Yeah,
and that was a miracle.
That was a Minneapolis miracle.
That was a
man.
miracle.
That was a great game to watch.
It was a great game. I'm just saying.
And then that's when I was like, Case Keenum's a dude. And then
like if I'm paying to your
Broncos,
question, I'm paying Kirk Cousins over Derek Carr, and it's not that I like both of the guys. I wouldn't pay either of them $40 million
Yeah, I agree.
if I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Just saying, man. The Kirk slander. It ends here. It ends here. I'm gonna defend this every time.
I wish Nick was here, man.
Yeah, no, he'd make it funny.
Yeah,
but
he'd just be coming at you.
just saying, Kirk. No. He agreed with me when I said he was top 10.
Yeah,
You were the one who didn't.
I know, but he just loves giving you shit. And
Yeah,
it's funny when
I know he does. Listen, man. Kirk Cousins and Dak Prescott are like the same quarterback too. That is what it is, man. Except Kirk Cousins has won you playoff games. Change my mind. You can't, because it's true.
You have to give Dak a little bit more time.
How much more time?
Give him a good two more years, and then we'll see.
2 more years?
Yeah, give him 2 more years.
He'll be like 30.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I just want 2 more years under his belt, and then we'll see.
I think we've seen. I think we've seen.
Okay, give him 2 more years, and then we'll revisit this.
What are we measuring to say Dak Prescott is clearly better than Kirk Cousins? What are we measuring?
Like, obviously regular season stats and then postseason. Like, if he could get wins in the postseason.
Okay, but Kirk Cousins' current wins don't do anything for him.
No, they do. I'm just saying, like Kirk Cousins' stats already stacked. Next 2 years, we will not track it.
Okay. All right, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Prescott. All right.
We'll see. We'll take. Okay. We'll see.
And then
we'll do a deep dive. I'm going to prepare a spreadsheet for this. I'm going to deep dive. Next week. I'm going to come at you with some Kirk Cousins versus Dak Prescott stuff.
All right. Fair enough.
Fair
enough. But we still have to give Dak 2 more years. All right.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, we'll give Dak 2 more years. But I'm gonna pull up some stuff. We'll figure it out, man.
True.
And we'll go over everything, and we'll see who's really better.
It just seems like their whole offense just fell apart towards the end of that season, and I don't know. I don't really blame
Cowboys.
Cowboys. I don't know. I wouldn't, but still,
listen. He had Mike McCarthy. Kirk had Mike Zimmer for 3 years.
That's true.
Come on, let's be fair.
That's true.
And he's gone through like 3 offensive coordinator changes.
That's true.
Just calling it what it is, man. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. That's all I'm saying. But we touched on it not too long ago about the Cardinals with Kyler Murray.
Yes.
So let's talk. We'll talk more rumors, less offseason stuff now.
Yeah. Just buzz going around the league.
Buzz going around, and the buzz is that Kyler Murray is fed up with the Cardinals.
Yes.
And that the Cardinals may have some similar sentiments. I don't know the truth to it.
Yeah, well, all we really know is that Kyler Murray unfollowed and took off all the pictures of Cardinals.
Anything related to Instagram. The organization, he scrubbed from his social media.
Yeah.
And then...
silence. Radio silence, man.
He just...
Nothing.
He went out. He just was like... Boom, gone. Lights out.
For like 2 weeks, honestly.
For 2 weeks, nothing happened. And then the rumors started to come out that he's frustrated with the Cardinals because they're trying to make him the scapegoat for the terrible second half of the season.
Yeah.
Which he did not play well. He didn't play great. He didn't play great in the playoff game.
It was the team as a whole.
The team as a whole, like, I'll tell you what it was. Cliff Kingsbury got figured out. That's it. No. I'm glad that this happened because this is the peak Cliff Kingsbury experience with Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you right now, Arizona, this is the best you are going to get under Cliff Kingsbury. Career loser. Like, he's been a loser everywhere. He's going to be a loser in the NFL. And especially if Kyler Murray's gone, his whole draw was Kyler Murray. You know, he left Texas Tech to go because they were like, hey, we have the first overall pick. You can get Kyler Murray. He's like, all right, I'm in. If he's gone, and I said it all season, the Cardinals were only as good as Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins were going to get them.
Yeah, but he didn't have DeAndre Hopkins.
He didn't have DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah. And now he's fed up. And the Cardinals the rumor is that they think he's like immature. He doesn't have the work ethic. And that he's like a finger pointer. He likes to blame other people.
Yeah.
So, if this frustration all boils over and it's like, and it turns into like a Deshaun Watson in Houston, I'm done with this organization thing.
But also, he did get drafted, by the Oakland A's?
He's got a baseball career that he can go pursue. I don't know how much he keeps up with playing baseball, though. Let's be honest. It's not easy to just pick up a bat and suddenly start hitting 90, 95 plus fastballs and breaking and everything. He's got it in him, though. So maybe he goes and pursues it. But
so, if it comes down to it, Kyler Murray might be walking.
He might walk. And I'll encourage him to go to the MLB.
I like to
go pursue your career in the MLB, dude. Like the NFL, the Cardinals disrespected you. Get out of there. Cliff Kingsbury, scrub. Get out of there.
Again, we haven't had much baseball talk, but there's really no baseball.
Lockout's still in full swing, man.
We might not be having a baseball season.
We'll see. I think it'll just be a shorter season. Either way, though, let's keep it on with the Cardinals. I remember our deal was if they went 8-0, I had to acknowledge that I was wrong. And they didn't go 8-0.
Yeah, they lost to the Lions.
And then they went 4-6 to end the season.
Yep.
Horrible game in the wild card round.
They got absolutely embarrassed. And again, like all
Cliff
of it.
Kingsbury's a scrub. Career loser.
He did have a great first half of the season.
That's great. Too bad you need two of those. You need to put together two of those to be good.
So you can't say he's absolutely terrible, but I don't know. Something's going on in that.
I absolutely can't say he's absolutely terrible. Nagy was great for a year. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, true.
That's what I thought.
There is always a Nagy coach of the year.
There's the Nagy coach of the year.
That's just like an argument for any coach.
That is proof. Listen, and Nagy never had a losing record until this season. No, but that is the reality. Is that the Nagy coach of the year will always be able to be used when you talk about how, this coach had a good year. You could go, Nagy won coach of the year.
That's true.
Trent Dilfer's got a Super Bowl as quarterbacks. I'm just talking about guys who are not very good.
Yeah.
Who have the accolade that everyone looks to measure success.
Yeah.
Cliff Kingsbury, Cardinals fans, you got this is your peak. Prepare for a downfall.
That's true. And if there's
Kyler or no Kyler, Cliff Kingsbury was figured out this year. 4-6 to end the season, embarrassed by the Lions. They were figured out.
It seems like
he needs to adjust. And guess what? He can't because he loses. He's a loser.
True. Well, maybe they'll figure it out.
But then again, he's an NFL coach making millions of dollars. I sit in my garage calling him a loser.
That's true. Did you see his house during the draft? Yeah.
Loser, though. He'll be back in college soon.
Still. He still has that nice ass house.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't have a nice house. He'll be back in college soon.
Maybe he's not a loser.
And honestly, I'd rather be a college coach. They make more money.
That's true.
Better job security.
Yeah, and
you could be a college coach and go like 8-4, 7-5, and keep your job for a long time.
Yeah, and they'll give you like a 10-year extension.
And you'll be set for life. Yeah. But you could finish like 8-8, 9-8, and get fired.
Yeah, you're on the hot seat.
Yeah, so it's just hey, Cardinals fans, buckle up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long ride, and we'll see where it leads.
All that glory you gave to Kingsbury and Steve Keim is slowly gonna dip.
That's true.
It's all gonna just pop.
Sure. But very weird. Another big thing is Dolphins owner Stephen Ross. If the allegations come true that he was trying to pay Brian Flores $100K to tank for Tua,
which you can only laugh at now because Justin Herbert over in L.A.
Yeah, just being a dude,
and dudes, man.
Tua
being a person, being a male.
Well, if the allegations come true, all of the owners can vote on it, and Stephen Ross could lose his team.
That would be wild. I don't know how you could prove it, though. I guess never mind. You probably could prove it.
There might.
How about what's his face, Hugh Jackson, when he came out and said that Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Browns, also was paying him to tank.
Yeah,
and he responded. He's like, Hugh Jackson had 3 years to win games with this organization and never once accepted responsibility for any of his failures.
Exactly.
For him to come out with these allegations, they cooked him.
It just seems like he's like, yeah. That happened to me too, man.
Yeah,
that's why I stunk.
He's like, I'm glad someone else said it. I kept my mouth shut. Me too.
Yeah.
Hashtag me too.
And
it's just like, listen, Hugh, you fucking sucked at your job.
That's why
right?
you're at gambling state right now, not in the NFL.
You're a bona fide scrub.
Yeah. It's just like
it definitely was like a Me Too kind of thing.
Yeah,
he's like this lawsuit.
Oh yeah, dude.
Now that someone else said it, it actually did happen to me. I just never wanted to say it.
Dude, I'm not a shitty coach. Like
I
just was doing that.
I wasn't bad at my job.
Yeah.
If anything, I was good at my job because I accomplished what I was told to do.
Yeah.
It felt like a total cop out. Here's why I actually failed as a coach, because I was told to. Shut up, man. You suck.
You don't know how much money I was making down in Cleveland. I was getting $100,000 every fucking week.
Yeah, he's like, dude, best job ever. Dude, all I had to do was stand in front of the media, get cooked, and then I go home with $100,000 check.
I don't know.
Would you take it? Be honest with me right now.
Oh, dude, I would.
Would you tank
$100,000, dude?
Every loss.
I would be like, I'll just be like, you know what?
Catch me being 0-17.
I
don't know.
I'd go sign Nate Sudfeld wherever team he's on or whatever he's doing.
Not Ben DiNucci. Mike Lennon.
You are my new starting quarterback. I would absolutely tank. Let's just think about this. It's 1.7 mil, right? Or 1.7 mil right there.
Is that taxed? No, of course it did.
Yeah, but hey, whatever. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I feel, I want to. The competitor in me wants to say no, but the dude who likes money in me wants to say yes. Maybe I'd have an understanding, like, hey, listen, we're gonna try and win games, but like, maybe I make a bad coaching decision in a close game.
After taxes, probably right around a mil to just tank your whole season.
It's tough, man.
Urban Meyer was doing.
That's one of those. Well,
and what's loving his life?
He's getting a handful of ass on the weekend. So no, I don't know, because it's tough, because like you would
just bring it full circle, and people still buy his book for managing advice.
Come on, do better, people.
Yeah, do better.
But my thing is like,
America.
I don't know if I could tank, because unless you can have like the whole team on board that you're tanking.
Yeah, and obviously they're paying. Like, there's people who know that they're not going to be there next year. And
yeah,
they're
it's
playing
like,
for future
it's like
contract.
I'm really going to try and like mess with the career like outlook for some of these guys for my check. I may be an insensitive jerk sometimes, but I don't know I don't know if I could actually tank. I like to tell myself, oh, absolutely, for $100,000. But then again, like, if I'm in that situation, like I feel like I
you worked your ass off to get.
I would want to win.
Yeah, you worked your ass off to get in that position.
Imagine you do it, you go 0-17, and they fire you.
That would be rough.
I would come out right away, like, they paid me to tank.
Obviously,
I got the receipts, I got the bank statements. They paid me to tank. Wrongful termination.
Yeah, Stephen Ross, you just lost your ownership. Boom.
I'd have it all documented.
Obviously, like, I'm joking about it. If I was in Brian Flores' shoes and you worked your ass off to get there,
I wouldn't.
Like, I don't think I would take you.
Maybe they were just a bad team, bro. You would have been better off just saying we were just a bad team.
Yeah.
But you had to go. That also, I don't know if it's true or not. If it's true, boof, that's a bad look. If it's not true, then it's a bad look for the other guy.
And honestly, if it does come out to be true, I do feel he should lose his ownership.
No, I don't disagree.
I
don't disagree with that at all. But
then we'll have 2 NFL teams up for sale. The Broncos are officially up for sale.
Yeah,
Peyton Manning and John Elway are on 2 different financial things. Like trying to buy the team.
We should try and buy the Dolphins if that happens.
That's true.
You think we could secure a loan?
Yeah. Yeah, with my pay and your pay, you do. We'll definitely get it.
We'll own a team, though. If we go and say, here, this is the plan to buy the Dolphins, they got to give it to us, right?
Yeah, you'd be like, we got a plan. We're going to tank.
We're
taking for Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Tua Leah.
Yeah, Tua's little brother. We're taking for Tua
from Maryland or whatever. Yeah. No. Dude, there's There's no chance. That'd be funny though if we stumbled our way into owning the Dolphins.
That would be amazing.
It could happen.
True.
How much are the Dolphins worth? Like a couple billion?
Definitely a couple billion. Like at least.
You know what? I'll go and get my loan repayment calculator, and we'll just Google loan payment estimator. How much is your loan for? $4.5 billion.
Just say probably way more than me, you, Nick.
Nick's not here. He doesn't get to be an owner.
Yeah, he doesn't.
In this hypothetical, he doesn't get to be an owner.
Yeah. Probably way more than me and you make a year.
Well, no shit.
And probably 1 month.
No shit. No shit, dude.
Probably
It's a
10 times that.
multi-billion-dollar loan. But maybe a bank will give it to us when we say we're going to buy the Dolphins.
Yeah,
with this
true,
loan.
dude. Like,
what's the worst that happens? We don't buy them and we don't use the money.
Look at 2008. Like, people were buying houses and couldn't afford. I mean,
Yeah, we can get the Dolphins.
we get to hang out and own the Dolphins for maybe a couple of months and then just
No, what are you talking about? We would own the Dolphins. Income comes in right away, right? No.
I don't know about that.
No, it doesn't work that way. It does not. It does not work that way.
If we bought the Dolphins, my first move, bring Gase back.
No.
Gase is getting his shot.
No chance.
Gase is coming back.
No,
We're signing
sir.
Cuddy.
No,
We're
sir.
signing Cuddy.
No, sir. End it there. End it there. This did give me a question for the week.
Oh,
though.
yeah, go ahead.
So I'm glad we kind of got on this little tangent. So let me give a dramatic pause. My question of the week is so we just talked about it, right? Owning a team. Out of every major sport, the big 4 or 5, if you want to count hockey in there. What if you could own any team? What team would you own?
Ooh,
And why?
100% Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears. Okay, let's take Chicago out of the picture.
All right, Chicago's
that's
out.
too easy.
Chicago's out of the picture. I feel like I would like a challenge. So like I wouldn't want to just like buy like team like I would want to buy a team and like like Madden, you don't play the good team. Like,
Yeah, you always play the bad team. You want to
play the bad team and build it up. So
That said, still Chicago. No, I'm kidding.
I think I would go with. It's a tough one. Texans too much dumpster fire. I don't want to touch that.
Dumpster fire.
That's like
It's a little smelly over there.
yeah. It's like it's
No, not it. That ain't
yeah,
it.
not good. So like a bad team that.
Come on, you gotta have something,
I
right?
think I would go Jets.
The Jets,
Like they got the bones. They got a good coach.
they got the bones. Okay.
Like I would, like buy a team. You can build it up. Make it would be cool. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I
New
can
York.
see it. It'd be pretty cool.
Or I take Giants. I would go Giants.
Giants?
Giants. Yeah, Giants.
Bring in more money.
I would
you,
like.
right?
I was always a huge Eli Manning fan.
Yeah.
So I still have
Fair
his
enough.
jersey.
They bring in more money for you and everything too.
Yeah, bring in a lot of money. Get New York back in the market.
Yeah, no,
That'd be
I
really
get
cool. Yeah.
it.
Where would you go?
I look at. I kind of always liked the idea of like a Phoenix Suns, but I don't understand. I don't follow basketball enough to be a good owner of the Phoenix Suns, so I'd have to stick with like baseball or football. You went football, so I'll try and go baseball on this one. Honestly, I kind of, for whatever reason, like the Blue Jays.
Dude, Blue Jays are a cool
I
team.
think it'd be cool to own the Blue Jays.
You got Vlad.
You got Vlad,
Yeah.
got Bichette.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. Pitcher, Robbie Ray.
Robbie Ray.
Yeah.
No, I just like the Blue Jays. But if I was gonna stay in the U.S. to make it a little easier,
Yeah, you can't turn your back on the U.S. man.
no, of course
Yeah,
not.
you gotta stay in U.S.
I gotta stay in the U.S. Right? I'd probably go Texas Rangers. I like the Rangers.
Yeah, and they had good signings before.
They got some bones.
Everything
They got
shut
bones
down.
there now.
Yeah.
New stadium, right?
Yeah.
Joey Gallo. Or no, they don't. I don't know why I said that. No Joey Gallo.
No Joey.
No,
He's gone.
no
He's
Joey
gone.
Gallo.
But they got more pieces.
But they got some bones. Bad team, so you could see if you could like build them into a better team
Yeah.
and everything.
They got your boy Dane Dunning.
Yeah, I do like Dane Dunning. I'd probably go with the Texas Rangers. Lock it in at that.
Yeah.
We'll ask Nick too.
Yeah,
what
well,
team he would own.
yeah.
I bet it's the Mariners.
100% it's gonna be
100%. And also next week, let's not put him on the spot and see if he listened to the episode.
Yeah, let's see.
Don't do the man like that. Come on, that was dirty as hell. But no, that'll wrap up this week's episode, guys. As always, we appreciate you giving us a listen. If you like what you heard, please follow us on our social media. Links to all of those are in our website, www.garagetalksports.com.
We are up, man. Go look at it.
We are on the World Wide Web.
And I just want to give my Uncle David, huge shout out. He's the one who made the website.
Yes.
It's great. And
Yes,
we
thank
love
you.
it. And just go give it a look. You know?
Yeah, got the link. It's got the links to all of our social media on there. I don't think it has TikTok on there. But Garage Talk Sports on TikTok. But give it a view, guys. Follow us on our social medias. And as always, thanks for listening. We will talk to you next week.
See ya.